Hi everyone, happy day 6, how to get through your holiday the sparkle way. Today we're talking about the hangover. I don't want to say I'm a specialist on that one, but just let's say that I like to drink a little bit more than Anik does. So I'm gonna share my way of doing it, and Anik will add her like dietitian talk because I'm almost 100% sure that's not 100% scientific my way, but it works for me, okay? so okay, first of all, if I'm going out and I know I'm going to drink, I usually make sure I eat before going. So I will not go on an empty stomach, because if not, my resistance will be like, I'll be drunk after 2 glasses. I know myself good enough. I need to eat before, and I don't want to get tipsy too fast. So I'll make sure to have a good meal the entire day. I don't really try to eat less because I know I'm going to drink or anything. I'm gonna fix that the next day. That's not a problem, okay? First of all, what I'm reaching for. I'm always trying to stick with vodka, gin, or white tequila. Those are my go-to. It's what I like. For me, it's actually especially vodka and tequila. If I know I'll be drinking more than just a glass or two. If I'm just drinking a glass or two, I'll try to reach more for red wine or champagne, where there's benefit to it. They're not as bad. So if it's just like a glass of wine with a family member, I'll have a glass of wine, it's fine. But if I know I'll be drinking a little bit more that night, I'll try to stick to what I said: vodka, gin, rum, and tequila. And what I'll mix with those is only soda water or water base. And that's it. That's the only thing I'm doing with it, and I'll squeeze some lime and lemon to just make it a little bit more flavorful. But for me, that's my trade-off. You know what I mean? Like, I want to drink. Maybe it's boring, maybe it's not what you like, but at the same time, I'm enjoying my drink, and I'm enjoying that. For me, it's something that I like, so it's a good trade-off for me. It's better than nothing, okay? Like, I don't have any guilt having it, but you need to accept that, yeah, there's no more beer, there's no more ciders, there's no more like Jello pussy shot,
so
like,
yeah.
you know, like just, you know, okay, you need to accept that. I think it's a good deal.
Yeah.
So I'll drink it. I'll make sure to have one drink, 1 glass of water, and keep that pace the entire time. I still need to be mindful of how much I'm drinking. You don't want to drink too much. You don't want to kind of go overboard with it, but that's really important. So you need to stay hydrated the entire night. That will really, really help the headaches. Then when I get home, and that's maybe where you need to tell me if it's actually true, but it works for me, I'll try to have probably 2 Tylenol. Usually I'll have 2 of that, and probably I'm going to have eggs, eggs with salt on it. I found that the fat from the eggs really kind of fulfill my mouth. You know, when you're getting you drink a little bit, because you're craving. For me, I found my craving for salt and fat are actually real. So if I feed my body what he wants at that point, like that salt and that fat, but in a healthy version, a healthy way, I really feel better. So I make sure that no matter what, I'll get back home, cook some eggs, and maybe do a breakfast sandwich with it, like on an English muffin. I'll put my egg on it, and make sure
sprinkle salt.
Yes, and a little bit of salt, and drink plenty of water with 2 Advil. I thought I sleep way better. So I feel rested. When I wake up that next morning, the first thing I'm going to do is just put my shoes and sprint. I swear, in pajama.
Oh wow!
Yeah, in pajama. Look here.
I'll take the camera. I'm not gonna be hangover, so I'll just take the camera and just watch her.
I'm lucky I have a gym in my house, so I don't need to go outside. It doesn't matter. Do something for 10 minutes. And I read an article about that, so it wasn't actually a real yes. So it wasn't PubMed. It was actually a decent. But they said that if you just get that workout done, but not just a workout, an actual you sprint your ass off for 10 minutes, it actually speed up your metabolism. I swear, I read that on PubMed. So It's true. So, but anyway, so you just, and it get kind of your body started, rev it a little bit.
Blood flow, yeah.
Blood flow.
Because you're so
Just,
lethargic, so that kind of
Yeah.
makes sense actually. Probably
Yeah.
wakes you up.
yes, just wake things up a little bit. It doesn't need to be intense, but good to get, if you're hangover, like, you can't do more than 10 minutes.
Everything's gonna feel very hard,
Oof.
yeah.
But yeah, just do it. Run and get back home. And I do that meal again, like the eggs and the salt and that bread. I'll do that again. And maybe I'll do my own like ash brown or something, you know, like I'll cut potatoes, do salt in it. And I found like when I've done that, it's my hangover cure.
Mhm.
And I'll make sure to eat really, really well that day. Maybe I'll skip up on the carbs a little bit. I'll be like more mindful, but probably by then you're waking up at noon, so you save a couple meals. So, but yeah, so that's my maybe not scientific way of dealing with hangover.
Well, you're not too far off because usually when you're on a hangover, the things that your body, because your body's dehydrated,
Yeah.
and the elements that you need are potassium, magnesium, and salt, like sodium.
Okay.
So you're spot on with that in terms, and we tend to crave fat because that's just what we do. So those choices are awesome. I might even add maybe toast with peanut butter or almond butter, so then you can get your magnesium into your nuts, and your eggs will be your fat, and maybe or throw in a half banana in a fruit, so you have your potassium there. Or even before bedtime, maybe have some coconut water. Coconut water helps a lot. So maybe downing a big glass of water and coconut water if you need another one in the morning, because coconut water does have a bit of electrolytes into it, so the water might go in a little bit better.
Okay. I hope this helped. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.